Hi, good morning, and welcome to the Puckheads. I'm Dana Lane, and as always, Andrew McInnis is joining me to break down the Western Conference Finals, Game 5 between the Anaheim Ducks and the Nashville Predators. Series tied at 2. We look at the number for tonight's game, and Anaheim is minus $1.15, shaded to the over, which is 5, minus $1.35 in most spots. You can get $1.30 in some spots as well. And taking a look, going back in Game 4, I mean, the Nashville Predators had 2 shots in that first period against the Anaheim Ducks. They woke up after that first period to finish with a total of 32. But that's kind of a cause for concern as well for me. When you're playing at home in front of Smashville and you get 2 shots on goal to start the game. And I also think because so much has been made of their defense and how many pucks they get to the net, I think sometimes, especially when we're looking at that secondary scoring, their second line with Aberg and Watson, who only had 2 shots on goal, I think so much of the focus has been on them defensively. But sometimes I wonder if that has a toll on the other 3 players on the ice. What were your thoughts about Game 4, Andrew?
Well, I feel the same way, Dan. I feel like the offense has kind of been dry for the Predators, as there hasn't been as much credit given to the Anaheim Ducks and the way they've clogged up that neutral zone and the way they've prevented this Predators team from really establishing anything. And I think a lot of credit does have to go to the Ducks. And, you know, it's the same way that we're looking at the Ottawa Senators right now. The media is calling them boring, saying the 1-3-1 has been boring to watch. But it's hockey. They're trying to win hockey games. Right. Ryan Kessler, he's been talking about, you know, people saying that the way he follows players and the way he shadows all-star players is not right, and it's boring hockey. Well, you know what? That's how they're going to win games. Every team plays differently, and John Gibson's been playing well for his Anaheim Ducks team. And I think that's really been big for the Anaheim Ducks. But also Corey Perry stepping up big in the past couple of games. The All-Stars are really coming to play for the Anaheim Ducks, and we got to start taking them seriously. But I definitely think the zigzag theory will continue to roll here, and the Predators will bounce back big time next game.
Okay, so you're taking Nashville plus money in Game 5 on the road. Okay, got that. Okay, so, you know, for me, you know, getting that win on the road in Bridgestone, which everybody makes such a big deal about the noise factor there and, you know, who's going to sing the national anthem, and everybody's all into the outside stuff on the ice. I have to tell you, if I'm the Anaheim Ducks and I walked out of that building handing them their first defeat in 10 games, I feel pretty good about myself going home. So I think that there is definitely the confidence is with the Anaheim Ducks. The other thing as well is, you know, a lot aside from them defensively, a lot has been made of Pekka Rinne and how effective he was in the first 2 series in the postseason, and he certainly was. I mean, he carried a save percentage into this series of over 95%, which is fantastic. Well, since then, that save percentage is down around 91%, which is, you know, right around the edge of where I start saying a goaltender is not making as many saves as they should. So, you know, I think there still is some question about how Pekka Rinne is going to perform moving on, because let's be honest, you know, this is the first, you know, I think back to that Nick Ritchie goal. I mean, this is the first time I saw some goals that I would deem soft, you know, so, you know, I think that as much confidence as we had in Pekka Rinne in the first 2 rounds, I'm not sure I have as much as we move forward in this round as well. Also, the defense for Nashville has been great, and I said this to you earlier in the video. Defense has been fantastic, getting a bunch of pucks to the net. But I worry about that secondary scoring. Mike Fisher has been non-existent. Colin Wilson non-existent. Kyle Jenkrok has been non-existent as well. And I think that sometimes you rely too heavily on your defenseman getting pucks to the net. I think that you got to get those other guys involved as well. And I think Anaheim has done a real good job of forming a box around John Gibson and make it very difficult for Nashville to get quality shots. You know, in the playoffs, Andrew, we see a lot of teams with high shot totals. I mean, we saw in the series against the Penguins, the Columbus Blue Jackets averaging almost 39 shots a game. Well, that didn't get them anywhere. That's kind of a regular season stat, not really a postseason stat. I want to see quality shots on goal. And for me, the Anaheim Ducks, of all of the 4 teams remaining, have the most quality opportunities. So for me, I'm going to go Anaheim minus $1.15 tonight. I'm going over that total of 5. So I guess we're going to go head to head, and so one of us is going to be happy after tonight. But Andrew, I appreciate your time and your insight as well. Did you have anything to follow up maybe on the total on this game?
Yes, I actually am on the total as well. I'm just looking at these two goaltenders, Dana. Like you said, Pekka hasn't been playing as well as he did all playoffs, but I think that also has to do with the fact that the Predators team hasn't really been the best in defensive zone face-offs, and they haven't really been taking care of business in that factor. But I really do think that coming off that loss for the Predators, heading back to Anaheim, it's going to be a high-paced game. I've said it throughout these whole playoffs on my weekly show with Ian Cameron that it just seems that the Anaheim Ducks don't want to play that speedy game. When you notice that the pace is picking up, a lot of hits are happening, and everything's going in real fast motion, that's not what the Anaheim Ducks want. Like to slow things down, get the puck in the offensive zone, and kind of work with that. So, I'm all over the Predators. Again, like I said yesterday, I was not on them. Or sorry, 2 nights ago, I was not on them. I thought that, the zigzag theory might come back to bite the Predators. I was on the over, ended up getting the push. But Predators and the over 5 are my 2 picks for the night.
Okay, awesome. And I'm on Anaheim, also over the total. Make sure every single day to get to SBR Picks, where I'll have my daily NHL write-up. There's a write-up right now up there on this game, a little bit more in depth other than what we talked here in the videos. And also make sure to go to SBR Odds every day for the best available lines. That's the only way to grow your bankroll by getting the best number every single day. Thank you very much for your time, Andrew. We'll be back with you again on Tuesday for our Western Conference preview, and we'll see how deep we are into these conference games at that time. But best of luck to you. We're head-to-head, but we're both on the over. Hope you have it. Best of luck to you, Andrew.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.